Welcome back, Cheeseheads, to another video. So today I'm going to break down the Packers versus Cincinnati Bengals game. It'll be happening this weekend. It's just a preview video. Big game, big game. I know you guys probably think, well, like, why? Well, if you lose this, let's just face it, I'll be 1-2, and that's not good. It's good, but it's not great. I want to be 2-1. That is our goal as a Packers community that we all want, and that Packers, that's a goal for them as well. Let's talk about the Cincinnati Bengals, guys. What the hell happened to Cincinnati? Wow, what a sad, sad team this is. Andy Dalton's obviously is really struggling this year so far. Just the run game can't get back to the way it used to be, and the passing game is just awful. It's awful. I think it was the offensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator, I think, did such a terrible job with them, and just forming them into a team. It's so weird seeing Cincinnati. It's weird seeing Cincinnati like 0-2. It's very weird because Cincinnati usually is that team that makes the playoffs every year. They're a team that makes the playoffs every year. They're a wild card team, or they win their division, and they're already in the playoffs. But to see Cincinnati go 0-2, it's sad, man. It's sad seeing them like that because usually I would see him go. Usually I would see him go, 2-0 to start the season, or 1-1 or 2-1, but 0-2, I mean, that sucks, guys. That really does suck. But if they lose this game, guys, it'll be 0-3. I was watching the NFL Network a couple of days ago, and they said if you start the season 0-2, you have a 12% chance of making the playoffs. And I was like, oh wow, that is some great statistics right there. I didn't know that. So most teams that are 0-2 have 12% of making the playoffs. I don't know if it's true or not. The NFL Network said it. One of the analysts says, I think it was Elliot Harrison or something like that, said that if you start 0-2 on the season, you have a 12% chance of making the playoffs, which I found really interesting. I didn't know that at all. But we're not going to lose this game. If we lose this game, we are a sad football team, okay? The Bengals suck. They're the worst team in football. Excuse me, sorry. Not the worst team, but one of the bad teams. They're not bad. They're not like the worst team. The Colts are probably the worst team in the NFL right now. Besides the Browns. Actually, the Browns are better than the goddamn Colts, which is pretty sad. But to win this game, all we need to do is play smart football. Their defense is still very good. Let's look at some stats. So the Bengals are 32nd in the league with points. 4.5 points. That's sad. They're 28th in yards, 258. They're 23rd with passing yards, 178.5. And rushing yards, they are 23rd as well, with 79.5. Guys, touchdowns, they have 0 touchdowns on the season. 0 touchdowns. Andy Dalton's stats right now, 394 yards, 54.5 completion percentage, 0 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Guys, his quarterback rating is 47.2. Guys, that is horrible. But it's not all Andy Dalton's fault. I love Andy Dalton. I love watching him. I think he's a very good quarterback. It's not his fault, though. It's the O-line. He doesn't have an O-line to throw and stay protected. I mean, his O-line is trash. I mean, he gets sacked every play, especially against the Texans. Oh, my God. I literally thought he was going to die. He got hit by J.J. Watt at least 5 times. It was horrible. Joe Mixon, 17 attempts, 45 yards. Giovanni Bernard, 12 attempts, 50 yards. And Jeremy Hill, 12 yards, 43 yards. So, Guys, he's I mean the running back core is very deep. Joe Mixon, Giovanni Bernard, Jeremy Hill. Dude, that is one hell of a running back depth chart right there. Receiving statistics, AJ Green, 10 receptions, 141 yards, 0 touchdowns. Brandon LaFell, 7 receptions, 54 yards, and Alex Erickson, 4 receptions, 62 yards. So I mean, guys, it's the O line. I mean, they're just terrible. Um, I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't know how we can lose this game. Um, their defense is terrible, just terrible. I mean, none of these guys even have a sack. I mean, it's sad. Actually, no, it's a lie. Geno Atkins has not three sacks, and Chris Smith has one. So okay, never mind. Interceptions, man. Nick Vigil only has one interception. So I mean, guys, the team's pathetic. I mean, they are just not doing good. I can see Cincinnati bounce back. I know Cincinnati a lot. My older brother's a diehard Bengals fan, so usually I watch games with him. But usually they're a team to bounce back. Usually in like the middle of the season, they will start winning their games, and they will start losing a little bit of them. But like I said, guys, don't count Cincinnati out because they are a very good team. Very good team. They're just having a slow start. Every team goes through it. Every team goes through it. I mean, look at the Cowboys. I mean, they're 1-1. They got their butt whipped by Denver, but usually they're going to be a team to bounce back as well. Don't count Dallas or Cincinnati out. Look at our stats, guys. Um, so we are 20. We're 15th in the league with 20 points. We are 8th in the league with 368.5 yards. We are 4th in the league with passing yards, obviously. It's Aaron Rodgers. 2.97 yards. And we're 27th in rushing yards. So Cincinnati has a better rushing yard statistic there. But guys, we are on a roll. Obviously, we got our butt whooped by Atlanta last week. If you guys did not go check out my review, please go check that out, guys. It was a very sad video. Um, but I was surprised, man. I didn't think we were gonna lose that bad. I mean, I knew coming into the game it was gonna be a very close game and a very fought game, but I didn't expect us to lose that bad. But let's look at Aaron Rodgers' statistics so far this season. So 92 attempts, 61 completions, 654 yards, or 66.3 completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He got sacked 7 times. His QB ranks an 88.8, guys. That's actually really, really freaking good. Tom Montgomery, let's look at the rushing stats. 29 attempts, 89 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So Tom Montgomery, guys, he's been playing tremendous for us, man. Getting big yards, freaking trucking guys, juking, spinning. I mean, dude, he's been doing everything. So go check out some of those highlights from week 1 and 2. He was actually very good against the Atlanta Falcons. Surprisingly, he got some pretty breakout runs. Let's look at the receiving stats now. 50 receptions for Randall Cobb, 145 yards, 9.7 yards, and 0 touchdowns. So that's for Randall Cobb. Devontae Adams, 11 receptions, 146 yards, 13.3 yards averaging. 33 yards was his longest touchdown, and 1 TD. Obviously, Tom Montgomery has 1 TD, well, 2, one for receiving and one for rushing. And then Jordy Nelson, 7 receptions, 79 yards, 11.3 yards averaging, 32 yards was his longest touchdown, and 1 touchdown. So, guys, our stats are amazing. We just had one bad game. One bad game. Obviously, week 1 was probably the best game of the season. I thought we played amazing. But as long as we can really establish that defense again, week 1, we'll beat the Bengals by, we'll definitely beat them. We just need to focus on just playing defense and really getting that defense going. Obviously, last game, that's my thoughts on it. But if you look at the defensive statistics, Mike Daniels, 1.5 sacks, 1.5. Clay Matthews, 1.5. Nick Perry, 1.5. Joe Thomas, 0.5. So I mean, we've been doing pretty good with getting pressure in the quarterback. I mean, we've been doing pretty good. Fumbles. Mike Daniels had a forced fumble. Let's look at the interceptions. 0 interceptions for our team. So yeah, that should sums it up our defense. And how goofy it is. But week 1, guys, it was amazing. Our defense really played great. I think if we can really establish that defense like we did week 1, we will win this game by far. We will win this game by a big margin. I think Cincinnati, as long as they can get that offense going and get that defense really going and pressuring Aaron Rodgers, they should probably win this game. But we're not hoping for that at all. I really want us to just establish that defense again. We already know what our offense can do. We already know what it's capable of. Obviously, Jordy Nelson went down with a quad injury. He should be playing. If you go on your fantasy, they said that he will be playing. He will be playing Sunday against Cincinnati. Obviously, Randall Cobb had that shoulder injury. I don't know if he's going to be playing or not. I gotta look that up. I didn't really look at the injury list. Sorry, guys, but he should be playing now. If he doesn't play, I'll let you guys know. I'll tweet it out on my Twitter, SackOfCheese. Go find it. I'll put it in the comments or the description below so you can find my social media, my Instagram and my Twitter. My Twitter is what I usually go on. I usually tweet out what video I will be posting. If I'm about to post a video, game review, like I'll put like game tweets, like what a great touchdown or, something along those lines. But definitely go check me out on Twitter, guys. If you guys don't have Twitter, I have an Instagram as well. But thank you guys so much for the support. You guys have been amazing. Really just give me those views I need. It's just been really great. Getting the subscribers up. 38 subscribers is very big for me. I know, a lot of you guys will probably have a big YouTube as well. But that's a big YouTube, subscriber list to me. I feel like, I really want to be an analyst when I get older, or a journalist, but mainly an analyst. I definitely want to work for somebody big like ESPN, the NFL Network, or even working for the Packers, or working for an NFL team. That would be really cool. So that's my goal. So, that my dream is starting to kind of come true. I kind of just been really getting relaxed to you guys and really getting, used to you guys. And you guys have definitely supported me a lot. So thank you guys so much for the views, the comments, the subscribes. You guys have been amazing. Tell me what you guys think in this game. What do we need to do to win? What do you guys think, Cincinnati needs to do to lose and win? So thank you guys so much for the support. Go Pack Go. See you guys in the next video. Go Pack Go.